Well, what a stunning day here in Warwick. Where are we, Bob?
We are in the grounds of Longbridge Manor, which is the head office of Forever Living Products here in the UK, and just on the outskirts of Warwick. In fact, about half a mile in that direction is Warwick Castle, which is a well-known tourist attraction, and today's a great day to be outside in the grounds here. The
fountain behind you, that's in view from your office window. What a splendid sight.
Yeah, no, many people who come to our offices comment on how beautiful they are, and at this time of year with the sun out, it really is exceptional and a lovely place to work from.
Well, today we're here to talk about some fantastic news, which is Forever's decision, your decision, to support the Chesterfield and Derbyshire Marathon in aid of the charity Kids and Cancer. First of all, Bob, I know you know a fair bit about the charity Kids and Cancer. What does that charity mean to you?
Forever's always been, you know, a strong supporter of charities. In fact, the Forever organisation has its own charitable cause called Forever Giving, and from Forever Giving we support a lot of charities around the world, and charities that I think are linked with children for us always have a strong emotional attachment, and you know, we have many of our distributors that are parents that have kids, and the thought of any of our children having to suffer what some of the kids that Kids and Cancer have helped have had to suffer, well, you know, that's something that I think pulls on everybody's heartstrings. So, you know, we're very, very happy to have a growing relationship with Kids and Cancer, and I think that's something that's going to be a long-term thing for Forever here.
It's really convenient and coincidental that you just happen to have some great products that can help the athletes on the day. Now, we're talking specifically about one product, although there are many others we could talk about. And the one that we're going to talk about is ARGI Plus, which you're going to be giving to the runners as an option for them to have a drink before the race and at the end of the race. What is this drink, ARGI Plus?
It's well, it's a tasty drink. Firstly, it's based around L-arginine, and it's a pomegranate taste, so it's a very not palatable drink to take, and it helps the body produce more nitric oxide and puts more oxygen around the body, and that is very, very useful to people whose bodies are you know, under pressure, as you are as a marathon runner, and whether you're a professional or an amateur athlete, it's a long way to run, and you need the body needs all the support it can get to stay hydrated and you know, keep the body in peak condition while you're running, and that's what I know ARGI will help some of the athletes on their journey if they just take a little drink of it before they get started there, and if they can carry some in their water bottles along the way, better still. We've got some great testimonials, and I think you're going to be able to include one in this interview from professional teams that are using this product to great effect.
Yeah, one particular one that we'd like to allow people to watch is from Matt at Notts County. Tell us a little bit about the work that you do with him.
Yeah, Matt Lawson is the head nutritionalist at Notts County Football Club, and you know, we've been supplying the athletes there, the footballers, with L-arginine product for a while, and they've had great results. They take it before the game, during half-time and after the game, and also during their training regime, and in Matt's interview he gives an honest overview of his view as a nutritionalist of the benefits of taking ARGI Plus and L-arginine, and as he quite rightly points out in his interview, all of our products have been drug tested by the various sports bodies, so he knows he can be confident in giving them to professional athletes that have to you know, be tested from time to time, and yeah, it's a great testimonial. I think people will get a lot of information and knowledge about why they should drink ARGI Plus.
Well, in the build-up to the marathon, Bob, we'll make sure we talk about some of the other Forever products that could be useful for anybody, not just sporting athletes and people that are on a fitness regime. But in the meantime, I think it must be 32 degrees out here, and you and I are melting, so let's go for a drink of ARGI inside, shall we?
Good idea, mate.
My name's Matt Lawson. I'm the head of nutrition at Notts County Football Club. I've started at university studying nutrition for some years, and then doing my master's degree before going into the NHS as a dietitian and cutting my teeth at that acute level, working with patients with different sort of ailments and needing different advice, before being quite lucky one day and being able to move into sport, which was a great opportunity. And I now work with the men's team at Notts County Football Club and the ladies team and the academies there, where you're dealing with the younger players and the parents and families. And then also being a nutritionist for Team GB, working with the Paralympic squads, particularly the Paralympic lifters there. And keeps me busy, and I just think nutrition, we now know more about nutrition and how important it is and what effects it has upon the body, and we want to look after our bodies holistically, and the results that I've seen through the different athletes that I work with really proves that, and I think we're certainly taking things forward. Working with Forever's been fantastic for quite a while now, and we've got some real results through working with Forever and using the products. There's a number that we use, but the two sort of headline products, if you like, that the players are using on a daily basis would be the Freedom and the ARGI. Coming on to the L-arginine, that's a great product for us because it's very palatable, and things have got to be palatable to get athletes to consume them, and it tastes really nice with that natural pomegranate flavour, and obviously that gives rise to having plenty of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants in there, which means it's a beneficial drink in itself. But in terms of what we actually really use it for, the L-arginine, that using nitric oxide in the body will be able to convert the blood so it's moving around the system quicker, and if we can get players when they're performing, for example on a match day, to have the blood pumping around the system before they go out to play, it's more likely to use the lactic acid and the other metabolites of exercise quicker, and we think that allows them to perform better on the pitch, because in a 90-minute game players get tired after 45 minutes, after an hour, and it's about that last 30 minutes where it's really important, and the L-arginine keeps the blood going around the system, keeps the body performing, and we've seen that players tend to perform better when they've taken that, particularly on a match day, but also during training, because it gives them that extra 10% towards the end. It's a natural energy drink in itself. There is some glucose in there which keeps the body going, so it just gives you that push in the natural way. It raises the blood sugars, and it's involved in suppressing of insulin so that it keeps those blood sugars at an optimum level. When athletes are performing and they're doing intense exercise, the blood sugar is obviously gradually going to be decreasing, and if we can get the ARGI into them, and that's why we use it before the game, we use it at half time and at the side of the pitch as well, it's maintaining those blood glucose levels, and that's what it's all about. When it's one man v another, we believe that it's giving them that bit extra, and the L-arginine's been fantastic. Just finishing with sports injury, we've got some players that are injured, and by taking the L-arginine and that increase in the blood flow, we've seen that it increases the blood flow and therefore the nutrients to the injured site. So for example, if we've got a player who's ruptured their knee ligaments and they've got quite a lot of damage and inflammation in that area, we've got the aloe vera bringing the inflammation down, then we've got the ARGI increasing the blood flow and nutrients to the injured site, helping the tissue recover from within. So sometimes the doctors can prescribe things like painkillers, and that's just masking the problem, but things like L-arginine actually get in there and really deal with the problem and help the tissues recover from within, and that's what nutrition's all about. We know that what we consume has an effect on our body, and not only our short-term health but also our long-term health, reducing disease in the future, and we now know that what we eat and what we drink and the products we consume has such an effect on our body.